here it is, the next Balisong in the trade up challenge. It is the BBbarfly BBSuperFly, as you can see. Now, I have actually had this Balisong for quite a little bit of time, and this is going to be a little bit of this video I guess will be me explaining just a change in how I'm just going to be doing these trade up challenge videos, or I guess maybe the challenge itself. Because if you're unaware, in December of last year, I started a trade up challenge where I started with the BBbarfly, and the goal was to trade up in balisongs of greater value slowly until I got to a point where I could then sell the balisong to get the funds to go to Blade Show 2025. Turns out the trading went a little bit slower than I expected. It took me only 3 trades to get to this titanium balisong, but those trades took me like 6 months. Not only that, but in that time, I was able to have my channel become fully monetized. One of my videos kind of went crazy, and so the AdSense revenue basically was plenty of money to be able to pay all the way for me to drive and get the ticket and everything and Airbnb for a Blade Show. So I was able to not sell this off. And the reason that I didn't want to sell this off is because I finally got to the titanium territory. This BBSuperFly is titanium, and I feel like the trade up challenge is really going to get interesting now that I have titanium. I did trade this, by the way, with Tricky Balisong. The same guy is Totally Tricky, that's his Balisong account, who he actually traded the BBFly with the Pacific to me, so that was pretty cool. Got to do 2 trades in the challenge so far with him, which is pretty cool. And he was, yeah, super cool at trading this out. I traded the Kraken for this, and oh yeah, he was like, it came to me in pieces because he said you couldn't get the tune just right on it. So I assembled it myself. Somebody had anodized this previously, and it's not the best job. And that comes into, I guess, the next stage of this challenge. And that is because I have a DC power supply now. So my plan with this trade up challenge is I want to continue it because now I think it is just gotten interesting now that I have a titanium balisong, and my goal with this is to kind of take a little pause just for a little bit on the process of seeking out trades because I want to learn how to anodize. And so I think being able to anodize, just like the Buffness did with his trade up challenge, I think will mean that I can add value to balisongs, kind of maybe restore some balisongs. Like this one, as you can see, it looks like they left it in some like etching solution too long, and it kind of ate into the titanium. Hopefully it should be fixable. Talked with some people at Blade Show, and they said that, yeah, I should be able to fix it up. So I'm really looking forward to kind of restoring this balisong, learning to anodize on it. I think it'll be a good balisong to learn anodization because I can split it up into, 4 pieces and kind of prepare them all and then test out different colors and then sand it all down and start again and then figure out maybe a cool anodization to give it before I start to actually trade it. So I'll make a video probably when I'm, maybe actually, you know what? Just thinking about this just now, I'll probably make like a little bit of video just talking a little bit about my experiences with anodization, and then I'll kind of show off whichever anodization I like end up with on this one when I'm like ready to trade it. And as well, maybe I'll throw in the option to do a custom anodization. And this is, of course, and I hope I'm not being too ambitious. I've never anodized anything before, so we'll see how it goes. But it doesn't seem too difficult to at least be able to do something kind of cool. So yeah, so I guess there's no like, I don't have like a specific date in mind as to when, or estimated time as to when I will be starting to trade again. And of course, as I trade up with other balisongs, I can continue to anodize because I'm planning on just probably sticking to titanium, so I'll have something I can work on anodization. Because yes, this is my first titanium balisong, which it was really cool getting to flip this for a little bit before Blade Show and experienced owning a titanium balisong. Before then, of course, trying out a ton of titanium balisongs at Blade Show. I really enjoy how this flips. I really like the titanium. It definitely feels nice and grippy. Definitely different from aluminum. I can see why, yeah, people prefer titanium over aluminum, but I still do like aluminum flippers for many reasons. Now, as far as the flipping itself, I really enjoy this. It definitely is a little bit heavier, and I definitely noticed that when, switching back to my other balisongs. I definitely feel the extra weight on this, but overall, it's really nice. And now for the weights, I took out all the weights. I had thought that Ethan said that he liked the weights in just one weights on the front. Of course, I rewatched his video to see what he said, which he said that's how it came. And of course, whatever. The video was a year and a half ago when I watched it. I never bothered looking it up, but that's what I tried because when this was sent to me, like I said, it was just all in pieces. That's just what I started with. And then at Blade Show, I was talking with Rob, such a cool guy. It was really fun to get to hang out with him throughout the show. But he had his Superfly. But he was telling me about with his Superfly how he first had the weights in and then he took the weights out and he didn't like it. But then he after putting the weights back in and then taking them out again, he loves it, and that's his favorite configuration. I flipped it and I really liked it as well. So when I got back, I took the weights out and I have been really enjoying it with the weights out. And it turns out when I rewatched Ethan's video on blade bias, he liked it without the weights as well. So there we go. I should have just watched that video from the beginning. But I definitely want to try the other configurations with the weights being all the way at the ends in addition to having both of them in, just to give it a try and be able to experience it. But yeah, I really do like it without the weights. So yeah, if you have a Superfly and you haven't tried it without the weights, you definitely should. Also, I was planning on making a full trade up challenge video where I show off just each of the balisongs, talk a little bit about them. And I'm still in the process of recording that. I was planning on posting it, before Blade Show and kind of having a whole more official dealio with that. But I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'll just keep it going. And I guess technically the trade up challenge is going to continue. I do enjoy a lot, I've enjoyed doing the trade up challenge. It's been cool getting to showcase other balisongs on my YouTube channel and just kind of as well experience other balisongs. It helps me to, when I make my reviews or just give recommendations or talk about other things. But I also don't want this channel to become focused solely on the balisongs themselves, especially with just buying and reviews and all of that. Because ultimately the focus of myself with this hobby and as well the channel is on just the tricks themselves, learning to flip and improving. And so I do want to make more tutorials and more just concept videos in that sense. And honestly, it's kind of a funny, it's a silly thing, but I feel because those are the videos that I really want to make, it tends to be the videos that it's easier to, I guess I run into the issue of perfection being the enemy of progress, to where I'm oh, I really want to make my tutorials really good, and so then I just don't make them. So I just need to just do it and just get better at it while making them. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make more of those types of videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to make sure that I got an update out about the trade up challenge and get to show you what I traded for, and just tell you a little bit about what you can expect in the future regarding the trade up challenge videos and addition just my channel in general. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you have anodized titanium at all yourself and you have any tips, feel free to leave them in the comments so I can learn from your successes or your failures. Thanks for watching.